I grew up with a single mom for a long time, and she really hammered in kind of that empower women. And there is always room at the table. Letting others shine does not diminish your shine. It just enhances everybody. One of the greatest ways we break down barriers is by finding our commonality, right? It's so easy to say, I don't like this group of people for whatever reason, when we don't know them. When we make them human, when we make them our friends, our coworkers, our teachers, that makes a difference. Our community at Sandy is really great. And I think one of the biggest credits to that is one of my residents is a very out and proud gay man. And I think he's really changed a lot of their ideas before I got here about what the gay community is. Other companies I've worked for, yes, that has been really challenging. I've had people tell me that I'm a biological waste because I married my wife and I'm not having children with a man. My resident actually, who called me a biological waste, he became one of my favorites, and he would tell everyone I was his favorite, and he would get quite upset if people were, kind of anti-gay. He would be like, we don't talk about that. We love Maddie. It's hard, but it's also really nice to be able to see that growth and to be able to change those minds. To promote diversity in your own life, you have to get out of your comfort shell, educate yourself, get out there, do some reading. One of the things they talk about a lot in white fragility, right, is our kind of problem as white people is that we get very defensive. We're quick to say, oh, we're so progressive, and it kind of shuts us down from being able to hear that conversation. So I think having that self-awareness and really being able to put your ego aside and knowing when it's time to just kind of, for lack of a better word, shut up and listen. Obviously, as a lesbian, LGBTQ rights are a huge one for me. Growing up, I didn't see lesbian characters. I didn't read about them in books. I didn't see them in TV or movies. So much self-hatred could have been avoided if this was something that was presented to me as normal. And I think that we often forget that really is what representation does. It saves lives. I was raised Taoist, and Taoism kind of teaches that the greatest thing you can do with your life is to help others, help the creatures we share this planet with, or help the planet itself. And so that has kind of always been my guiding principle is, am I helping people with what I'm doing? And I love that, a good day or a bad day, I can go home at the end of the day and truly say, I've helped someone. Being there for people in those final moments is a true gift. It's hard. I always hate losing my residents. I cry for everyone I lose, but I think that's a beautiful piece of it too, is I carry everyone I've cared for in my heart, always. I hear their voices, the things they've said to me, the advice they've given me, are always with me. And that is a real gift to have that tribe. I love bees. So obviously I would have a giant honeybee farm. Day would probably start with me just hanging out with my bees, being in the garden. My dream side job would be to be drag queen security. Just run behind them and in front of them like, excuse me, give her some room, give the queen some room. Back everybody, please.